Joining us this afternoon. What is the impact of this coronavirus when it comes to the tourism sector?
The impact is huge. We are seeing a situation whereby the hotels are emptying out, the airlines are emptying out, entertainment spots are empty, taxis are not operating, suppliers are not able to supply to the industry. So it's a very huge impact generally for the hotel industry and for tourism at large. It means that we don't have any clients at the moment. So that's how bad it is.
All right. And when it comes to how much are we losing in terms of revenues? Because we've seen cancellation of international tourism conferences. We've seen even flights like Jumbo Jet, which do just local destinations, still halting some of those destinations. So what are the losses, maybe, even if you can approximate for us?
The direct economic losses for now would be probably at around 50 billion shillings for the next few months, up to around end of April to May. But we have to look at this issue from two aspects. First of all, there's a health issue and the public health issue. Then the second aspect is a business issue. Now, what we are seeing is that not many people are believing that we have a problem. If you talk to the people on the streets, they seem to think that this virus exists elsewhere and it's not here in Kenya. So we have to be very careful to, first of all, look after our population, our staff members and our clients. Then we can go to the next phase, which is now thinking about how then do we keep people employed? How do we recover these profits? Do we have enough information from the health authorities to indicate that we've hit either a peak or is it slowing down? It's very unpredictable at the moment because the fact that it's a new virus, even the science world is still trying to figure it out. So we are in a situation where we don't know how long we will be in this quagmire and how long it will take for us to come back. So for now, we are looking at the window of 30 days that the government has given and trying to figure out what is the best way forward.
All right. And in terms of hoteliers, how best can they respond to this particular crisis to ensure that they don't get as much loss as they are witnessing right now?
Let's again address it from both sides, from the health aspect and then from the business aspect. From the health aspect, a lot of our members have put in measures. They have hand sanitizers, they have drilled their staff, they're cleaning the places. They're very sensitive when it comes to interhuman contact. And you'll find some places even they have masks, the security teams at the entrance of the hotels and everything. And they're campaigning for people to stay healthy. So that's one aspect. On the side of the business, it will take more than just a stimulus package to the hotel industry alone. I think we need to look at it from a more global perspective. We have manufacturers who supply the hotels. What is going to happen to those people? You had in the clip there somebody talking about a shortage of meat. It may appear very short, an issue that can be almost taken as a joke, but it is not. It is because even the farmers are not engaging in the farming activities. So we'll need to think about a stimulus package that is global to all industries, not specific just to our sector. Even though there are certain areas within our sector that we might want addressed by the government. And we're in a lot of discussion. We've had several meetings with our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Najib Balala, starting from a week and a half ago, where he called a stakeholders forum in Mombasa. Then we had one in Nairobi. Yesterday, we had a meeting with him in the afternoon. Tomorrow, we are going to meet again We are in discussions with we want to go into discussions with the Association of Bankers so that we see whether there's something that can be done to sort of alleviate the debt problem that we have at the moment. We'll be speaking to the Labour Ministry, and we'll also be speaking to the unions because we need everybody on board. And we also have an initiative under KEPSA that is meeting on a daily basis to just try and come up with the way forward, basically, both from a health point of view and from a business point of view.
All right. Probably from a business point of view, what are some of the, let's say, three solutions you've come up with to ensure that the industry, you can be able to a bit stabilize it? Because right now we are seeing a nosedive in this particular sector.
Our biggest priority right now is to protect jobs. And how do you protect jobs then without inflows of cash? So we've come up with some ideas that we'll be sharing with the government as to how we can have some liquidity into the economy. And some of these ideas include the reduction of what the central bank is known as the CRR, where commercial banks are required to hold a certain amount of deposit. Maybe we can release some of that cash into the economy. And then maybe we can speak to the banks for them to review our loan repayments that we have at the moment, or even sell the money at low rates. So those are some of the ideas we are thinking about. We're also thinking about some areas to do with taxation, some areas to do with levies, county levies, and also areas to do with national levies that can be reduced in the interim period to give people just that breathing space that they need so that they don't send staff home. We usually try to leave that to the last. Redundancies are usually the last step after we've tried everything else. And right now we are in step one, where we're in discussion with the government. Step two, discussion with the unions. Then we start looking at maybe giving people leave, then move on to unpaid leave. Then by then, we'll have a window of about 3 to 4 months, and we'll have known exactly what is happening, both from a scientific point of view and from an economic point of view. So
before any sector tries to send any employee home, there has to be a certain procedure, especially when we know that this is it's already affecting the economy. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to the $500 million that we were given for marketing, is it going to be able to avert the crisis for the tourism sector?
The $500 million is a welcome move because when you're right in the middle of a crisis, you might be thinking about what do I do with the staff? What do I do with the businesses? But you also need to be a bit forward thinking because it is not expected that the crisis will last forever. So you also need to have a post-crisis plan. And this post-crisis plan is part of the marketing communication. And you can see, if you look at the Kenya Tourism Board Twitter handle, there was already some good marketing initiatives going in last week where they visited hotels. So this injection would now give you an opportunity to probably market and engage in some public relations for the destination, even within the crisis, but more so post-crisis. You saw what Italy did. They started advertising the northern region, where it was hardest hit, the Lombardy region. You saw some jets on social media flying the Italian colors. What they're trying to tell you is that we are here, and when the crisis is over, please visit us.
All right, thank you very much. We've been speaking to Mike Macharia, who is the CEO for Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers.